Well, stop what you're doing and pay attention, because I just found one of the most jaw-dropping homes in all of Central Texas. We're talking 1 acre of pure luxury, a private casita, and 4-car garage that's basically a car collector's dream garage. But it gets better. Wait until you see the layout, the finishes, and the absolutely stunning backyard setup. This isn't just a home, it's a statement piece, and it might be the best I've toured all year. Trust me, you're going to want to see this one all the way through the end. Let's jump into the Monterey by David Weekley Homes and Leander Estates and see why this one has everyone talking. Welcome to the Monterey floor plan by David Weekley Homes, an absolute showstopper tucked inside the exclusive Leander Estates community. Sitting on a full 1 acre lot, this single story stunner delivers over 3,800 square feet of luxury living, complete with a private casita, 4-car garage, 4 spacious bedrooms, and 5 full bathrooms. And the lifestyle? Oh, it's next level. You're minutes away from highly rated Leander ISD schools, outdoor adventures, and the piece of wide open Texas land with no crazy HOA restrictions holding you back. So whether you're working remotely, entertaining friends, or simply enjoying your own slice of hill country paradise, this home checks every box. All right, you ready? Let's dive into the dream property. Enjoy this tour. So what did you think of the Monterey floor plan, the Casita in the back, the acre lot, or maybe what really caught your eye was the show-stopping backyard Oasis with the pool ready in place to spark your imagination? Now, just to be clear, that pool isn't a builder option. It was added after, but it gives you a real taste of what's possible when you've got the space and the vision to make it your own. This isn't just a home. It's a launch pad for your dream lifestyle. And I'm Ryan Schwartz, your local broker associate and guide to Austin living and relocation. And whether you're buying, building, or relocating, I'll help you get through the edge. I'll help you get the edge and the experience you deserve. I've lost over 85 pounds on my own transformation journey, and now I wake up every day fired up to help others level up with their own lives, starting with where they live. So call, text, or email me anytime if this home or one like it feels like the right next move for you. I personally respond, and I'm here to help guide you every step of the way. And please like this video if you found it helpful or inspiring. Every click helps push the content out to more awesome people like you. And drop a comment below. What did you like? What did you think about the backyard? Is the layout your vibe? Let's chat about it. And subscribe so you never miss a future tour or insider. And grab your free copy of my ultimate relocation guide. It's linked in the description and packed with must-know info to help you make the smoothest move to Central Texas. And thanks for watching. And remember to stay humble, stay hungry, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye for now.